Well, hi guys, I'll do a little stream. Don't know what about. Paranormal again, I suppose. Instead of keep playing games. I think I might talk about trigger objects actually. Well, I think it's best as trigger objects to attract ghosts, spirits. Well, it depends on what kind of like location you're at, I suppose. Let's say if you was at a location where a young child died, for instance, yeah, and you get to hear stories on what kind of things that child liked in life. Let's say it was a boy child, he liked football, rugby, he may play darts, he may even like playing game consoles. With female child, I suppose, like, dolls, jewelry, makeup, and I suppose both child, boy and girl, probably liked drawing. But it depends on how old the child was, I suppose. But if I was to go to a location regarding, say, like a child under the age of, say, 6 years old, I think the best kind of trigger objects would be either a ball or a doll. Now, a ball can be played by girl and boy. A doll is usually played mainly by girls. So if it was a boy child, I'd put a ball and maybe some car toys, little action figures and stuff like that. As you know, they got the what's it called? The REM bear, Boo Boo or Bobo bear, whatever it's called, and that lights up EMF. If anything, is attracted to it. Now, I actually built two myself, like not in a bear, but I built one in like a little kind of like lion, and another one was in a giraffe. And I actually sent one over to Living Dead Paranormal, but I don't think they've ever used it. But with my one, it wasn't just flashing lights; it actually set off like a bit like the REM pod. It flashed lights and set off the sound. That's how I made my two, and I made them years ago, probably about 4 years ago. Where my one is, I don't know. I probably will try and make another one at some time, but my ones were a little bit cramped in. So I reckon, like, if you've got a child spirit there, I think the best type of like devices to use, or things that may be used as trigger objects, would mainly be a ball, a doll if it's a little girl, a teddy bear, like a Boo Bear, like Kate meter, maybe a REM pod as well, and maybe like a millimeter, but I wouldn't stick them all, close together like I have done previously before in my place. I would kind of like have them kind of like 10 to 12 inches away from each other. And if they all went off at the same time, that's going to be amazing. Like I've had, when I had that time in the living room, one K2 meter at the mirror, back of the wall, and a K2 meter in the middle of the room, and they're both going off, exactly the same time. And I thought it's so crazy that I went out there and I said, right, stop, and it stopped. And I said, right, I want you to light those K2 meters up red straight away. When I say go, they both lit up, crazy red, and that was crazy. So like you could tell that whatever was there was able to manipulate both K2 meters at the same time. So you don't have to have, you know, devices right next to each other, like I said I have in the past. You can have them like, if it's a strong enough spirit, I'm pretty sure if he's got the energy, he'll light up as many items as he can. But some spirits are, I think some spirits are actually a little bit kind of like dubious, a bit afraid with the electronic equipment that we use. Some of them are afraid, you know, because they think it might harm them, hurt them. Some think that it may actually remove them from the location. But if you can actually get a spirit, let's say there's like 3 spirits there, and you're able to get like, say like an adult spirit to manipulate the devices, you know, and they start going off. Then you like ask the child spirit, you know, if they can do it, and they start going off. That's great, but we can't prove that, you know, when we're asking the child spirit to do it, it isn't the actual other spirit that's doing it for them, you know, kind of thing. So it's just more, not so much guessing if it's like it was a child or not. It's like pure hope and hoping that they have been honest with us, that it is a child spirit that's setting off the devices. Maybe like the adult spirit is giving the energy to the child to set it off for them. Because I believe that I've had spirits in here where they do not have enough energy. So what they do is they combine energy, their own energies. So like 3 or 4 spirits might say, well, okay, let's build our energy up and pass it on to like Thomas, and Thomas will light up all the devices for us, while the other ones are just sitting back because they've given the energy to Thomas to do it for them. So no, we can't really prove that if we are in a residential or some kind of location asking a child spirit to set off a device, how do we know it is a child spirit? We don't. We just hope. And you know, if we get like a child spirit coming through like EVP at the same time saying I've done it and it's a childlike voice, then yeah, that's great. That's probably, you know, pretty good evidence. You know, I've seen a few videos where people have had devices go off and they've had EVPs of like children's voices saying I touched it, I moved it, you know. So to me that is kind of like real evidence. But how do we know that, you know, even an adult spirit can't or can manipulate themselves as a child spirit? You know, unless we actually see a full-blown apparition of a child spirit touching the device, you know, that's going to be crazy. You know, actually picking up like a K2 meter or something and say, you didn't. Well, you'd asked me to, you know, touch it. I'm actually holding it for you. You know, and you see like a spirit holding the K2 meter. That is going to be such crazy, you know. And I'm sorry that I'm itching. I've just shaved my head off again. I've had to put some Dovenant or something cream on for my redness on my head, because that is not, as some people say, dandruff. You don't get red dandruff. That is it's not psoriasis, and it's not acne. It's another thing. It's a bit like psoriasis. And my head is actually a little bit itchy tonight because I just finished shaving it off and shampooing it, and it itches when you bloody. It really does itch. So how do we know, you know, exactly? We don't even know if it's even a spirit that's actually set off the devices. No, we're hoping, praying, and just thinking it is. It could be something like a demonic spirit. It could be an angry spirit. It's doing it because it's angry, or it's doing it to you know, like trying to make you scared. You know, like I you know, it's kind of weird that I've seen a few people do like videos, and you know, they're supposed to be so-called paranormal investigators, and they say, you know, yeah, we don't believe this, you know. If there's a spirit here, like that, you know, device something, suddenly the device starts starting up and they start screaming and running away. A bit like, what's the name on Ghost Adventures? Yvette Healing, or whatever fucking name is. You know, she's scared of her own shadow, she is, I'm sorry to say. You know, I don't hate the woman, but I think she's bloody ridiculous sometimes. You know, she's all big-headed, you know, going, oh, like, it'd be fun if someone threw a stone at us, you know. Come on, throw a stone, you know, do something. As soon as something happens, she goes screaming and running down the hallway, you know, to her partner. Fucking ridiculous people like that. And she's supposed to be a professional. Fucking idiot, if you ask me. But, you know, the thing being is to say, like, how do we know we are communicating with spirits even? No, we're hoping that we're communicating with a child spirit. We're getting a child spirit voice coming through, but it doesn't mean it's a child spirit. It could be something demonic. It could be like a malevolent spirit. It could be something completely different. It could be something from another dimension, for we know. I know you. Hello, Rose. I know you scream all the fucking time with the house that you got. I'm surprised, like, you know, you're still going down there sometimes. I tell you, like, I'll be honest with you, like, I'm not being funny, Rose, yeah, because you know I love you dearly, but I don't get you sometimes. I really do not get you sometimes, woman. Like, she says, like, I'm gonna stop, you know, I'm fed up with all this, you know, it's killing me, it's doing me in, you know, it's making me ill. And she takes time out, but as soon as she starts getting better, she's back at it again. You know, I just don't fucking understand, like, you know. And when she's getting all this bullshit drama on YouTube as well, you know, people will have a go at her and call her nasty names like they always fucking do anyway, fucking sad losers. And like, she say, like, that's it, I'm going, I'm not coming back. And I was saying, Rose, I know you'll be back. I know you'll be back. No, she'd close her channel down for a week or so, but she'd open it up again and she'd be back. She's like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's sister, you know. She'll be back. She's always fucking back, Rose. She's, you know, punished, gone for, I can't even say what it is now, but it's glutton for punishment, she is. You know, it's like me, for instance, like, I want the stuff to happen, yeah. And when it happens, it is scary. It's fucking scary as hell sometimes, yeah. And I can understand Rose being really scared and, you know, even pissing the pants sometimes, you know, kind of thing. I'm not saying that she does piss the pants, but it's just like a phrase. She could be pissing the pants, you know. Something could be standing at the door. Something could be moved. Oh, did you say it flashed them? Someone could be like, actually, I've got my TV, so it could be TV. Just turn TV off. So, like, you know, she could be sitting there and a dark shadow will probably go past her straight away, you know, kind of thing. And saying, did you see it? Did you see it? And she's like, well, I don't like this. I don't like this. I've got to get out of here, guys. I've got to get out of here. And she'd go into the next room and carry on. She'd just carry on doing whatever she's doing, you know. She's a fucking weird woman, but I love her dearly, I'll tell you, man. But, you know, what I'm saying is that sometimes she wants to give in. She wants to give up, you know, the paranormal, but she don't. Because I think, to be honest with you, it is something that Rose is supposed to be doing. You know, even to the day she fucking dies. She may say that she's going to sell the house and she's going to move into another country probably. But how do we know that she ain't going to continue doing it in a new country? You know, she might not take her equipment with her. She might sell it. But I know with Rose, she'll start buying more equipment and she'll start doing the paranormal wherever she moves to, if she ever moves. I know what Rose is like, I'm sorry to say. You know, I've known Rose about 5 years now. She is like a sister to me. And we have had many conversations. And if Rose wants to come on here, let me know and I'll invite you. You know, the thing being is that Rose doesn't know when to make up her mind. And, you know, we've had our little tiffs, you know, our little mini arguments. And she'll tell me, like, oh, fuck off, Steve, or, you know, that's I'm not talking to you no more. But, you know, 5 minutes later, she's texting me again. And I'm thinking, Well, I thought you weren't going to talk to me anymore, but you're texting me still. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, I give a little bit back, you know, kind of thing. I won't. Sometimes she'll say, "All right, you answer me now. What have I done now? You know, what have I done now?" And I say, "You ain't done nothing now. You know, I'm trying to sleep." And sometimes I'm trying to sleep, and like she still texts me, you know, when I'm trying to get to sleep, and I just had to ignore her because sometimes, you know, she'd go on and on and on, and she won't let me sleep because she needs someone to talk to. She wants to tell people what's going on, I suppose, you know. And Rose does need, you know, that help and those friends to be there to help her, just like any of us. But you know, I know Rose like the back of my hand. I think right now, I don't know all the personal stuff about her, but I know that she will never give up the paranormal. Even if she says tonight, "That's it, I'm giving up," she won't. She might disappear for a few weeks or maybe a couple of months, but she'll be back. Just like Arnold Walker keeps saying, "I'll be back," but she won't actually really say it. She'll let us kind of like suffer for a little while. She'll probably go quiet for a little while, and then suddenly she'll pop back up again. "Hey guys, I'm back," and like she's all kind of loving and chirpy until like she starts doing her paranormal shit back at her house or her mum's house, and you know, waits until everything starts up and gets like bad again, and it affects her, and it has affected Rose quite a lot actually, and you know, it's affected a few people, to be honest with you. You know, when Rose is doing her live streams, yeah, no, it's affected me. It's affected Sarah. It's affected a few people, especially when she's sitting there on the bed and like things are going on at her place, and suddenly Rose just like phases their way, you know, kind of thing, and you're trying to talk to her and she's not answering, and like, you know, her face is dropped. It's just like she's having a stroke or something, and there's no response from her. That is fucking scary. More scary than actually fucking seeing a ghost, I think, because you just don't know what's happening to her. You know, I've had to ring up the authorities one. Just saw a flash of white light in my hallway then, and I swear I did, because that's what made me stop. That was weird. So, like, you know, I've had to try to ring the authorities up to try to get them to get hold of Kev and get Kevin to go up there. But, you know, luckily she snapped out of it, and I rang up the authorities and said she's okay now. So, like, you know, it is scary when you see things happen like that. And it's scary to see it to happen to anyone, really, not just Rose, but anyone. You know, I've had some scary shit happen to me. I've had those mini possessions sometimes. Hello, Survey. I did get your message, but I can't get onto my Facebook for some reason. I don't know why. I've got to try to sort it out. You know, I can see your message on my mobile, but it's not working on my mobile anyway. So, like, I know you just said hi. So, hi anyway. But yeah, I just, you know, to be honest with you, like, you know, I'm not trying to be nasty to Rose, as I say, you know, because I love her dearly, but she is like punishment glutton, you know, glutton to punishment. No, I know there's nothing you can do to get rid of that spirit. Oh, grumpy bollocks and that hat man. And I don't know if that's the same as the hat man, the grumpy bollocks, because you know, spirits can manipulate themselves to be 20 ghosts if they want to be. You know, they could show themselves like the child, as people said that they think they've seen. You know, grumpy bollocks himself, the hat man, the negative woman. That could all be one spirit with such a high energy. He could probably split those energies, that energy, and make several different spirits, you know, and he can control all those spirits because it's his energy. So, like, you know, she's glutton to punishment because she does have a very active home. And I just don't understand why no one can go in there and, you know, and make it kind of better for her. I know she don't want it to stop. She wants to communicate with spirits and stuff like that. But I'm wondering at the moment, yeah, is that every time she buys something, and like you know, all the dolls she keeps buying, and if they've got a spirit attached to them and she's working with them, how do we know that that negative one, that evil one, isn't taking control of those spirits attached to the dolls and making them go onto his side and making that house even more dark and possessive kind of thing? Because that could be happening. A negative spirit, you know, possibly if it's a demon, something demonic, he could overrun those spirits and make them go on his side, and you know, make them do things that they might not want to do, but if they don't, then it's hell for them to pay in it, I suppose, in one way. So like, you know, I keep saying, Lois, don't keep buying these dolls. Stop keep buying these dolls. That's it. That's, you know, last year. That's it. No more dolls. You know, no more dolls. Can't afford it. Then in the new year, she's got like fucking 30 dolls coming her way. And I thought you said no more dolls. Well, you know me, Steve. I can't stop buying them. So I just, you know, I do sometimes get annoyed with those, and like sometimes it's just like talking to not one brick wall, but like fucking 10 brick walls, you know, pile behind each other. Because sometimes she doesn't listen to me, and that's Rose for you. You know, I try to talk her out of stuff, but she'll say, "Yeah, all right, no more." I just saw another flash, and my TV's not on. So yeah, as I say, it's like talking to 10 brick walls, you know, all behind each other, and you know, you're trying to make a crack for that wall to get through to her, but it's not acting, you know, kind of thing, because she's not listening. And then when other people try to talk to her, you know, she might say, "Yeah, okay," you know, but she don't. Seems like she's ignoring us sometimes, not on purpose, but something's making her ignore her. You know, I actually think that she does in some way get that kind of like in that possession state, to make her a bit angry and mad, because they like that, you know, dark negative spirits do like it when you are feeling negative yourself, because they feed off negativity, they feed off the fear, um, they feed off the darkness inside your soul kind of thing. So they can make her feel, you know, kind of down and angry or stressed out, depressed or whatever. They loving that because they feed off that. And, you know, it can make her worse even all the time, that kind of thing. So I know she said she's been like kind of sick lately, and she's been laying in bed, but Rose, you're still on the fucking internet, you're still streaming, you're still doing shit. Shouldn't be doing it. But there we go. That's Rose for you. But what you need to do is turn your computers off, take your batteries out, put the chargers away, then you ain't got access to the computer then. Mind you, as I said on one, like I think it was like my stream the other night when Simon James was on, I had a guy coming around here when I first moved in, so I didn't like the feeling of the living room. I just saw a white light again. This time it was more in this room. It just kind of went past the doorway. What's the best way of doing this? I don't think it's going to work actually. Wait a minute. Hold your horses. Where's my fucking... Right, hold on. Right, hang on, guys. What's that? I think. I'm going to do something. I'm going to try to get my DVR up and running. Oh shit, I can't get my DVR to work. What's happening now? Oh, there we go. No, that's even weirder. Oh, there we go. Right, hang on a minute. I've got to do this. I'm going to screen share in my bedroom. Give it an me too. Shit, it's not going to do it. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's not going to let me share my application. Your entire screen. Let's try it that way. No, I don't know. That's what. Oh, I just saw an orb go past there then. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm just going to turn my phone on. Could turn my laptop on, but my password was suddenly screwed up on me. Are you seeing that? I don't know. Well, I can't even see the side chat actually. I'll be able to tell whether that's working or not by going back onto YouTube. Yeah, that's working that way. Thing is, I'm not going to have it on all the time. I'm just going to leave it on for a few minutes. So I'm not going to be able to see chat for now. But no, the thing is, like, I know we are trying to communicate with spirits, if they are spirits, because we're trying to find out exactly what happens to us when we do die. Is there any way that, you know, a spirit when they die, do they need to hang around for a certain reason? Do they need to, like, pass on a message? Are they hanging around because they want to hang around, you know, family members? Are they happy still being around? Are they afraid to move on? Is something holding them back? You know, you just don't know. But with Roses, I was watching a program last night on TV, and Rose, being where she lives, there is a load of old mining tunnels down there. Yeah. Now, last night watching the TV program, she's not the only person who's got mines around her. There was supposed to be, I think they said, 15 million caves or mines, what they used to use all throughout the UK when I was mining, like, you know, all the way back down to the Stone Age times, like, because I did find a couple of caves where they reckon Stone Age people used to mine flint, right, to make their axes and spears and shit like that. So the mines have gone back all the way down to the Stone Age time. But, you know, over like the last 100, 200 years, they started mining coal, gases, chalk, flint, salt. Yeah, salt. There's salt in the earth. And God knows what other materials they were mining. And a lot of mines, when they started closing down, they did not cover up there's an orb just going up near the mirror then. They did not cover up, like, the openings. Well, they kind of covered them up over time, you know, I suppose through the, like, you know, weather conditions, blowing all the earth and dust and all that kind of stuff, but not all of them were closed up properly. And the actual tunnels were never closed up. Now, the program which I was watching last night was about sinkholes. And, like, these sinkholes are appearing all over the UK, another orb, all over the UK, because millions of mines were never closed down properly. They never got covered in. And, you know, all these sinkholes are appearing now. And they do say, like, these sinkholes are from mines. But the thing being is that, you know, Rose has got a lot around that area. And you don't know how many people died in those mines as well. So, you know, you might be on top of a mine. You know, you might be living on top of a mine, not even know it. and your house could be active because someone died in mine, a mining accident. Just like, you know, I said to Rose, I'm pretty sure there's a couple of spirits there that died in a mining accident. I spoke to a spirit that died in a mining accident, and I told her through a Ouija board. So, like, the thing being is that, you know, you might have the odd one or two angry spirits there from a mine company because they got trapped and killed in the mine, and their bodies were never recovered because hundreds of years ago they never had the technology to dig them out. You know, they had the technology to go in and, like, you know, make the tunnels, but, you know, to go in and reopen that tunnel just to find some body was going to cost them so much revenue. They just thought, now, fuck it, leave them, you know, kind of thing. And I left hundreds and thousands of bodies, you know, down in the mine shafts. They didn't recover them. It was only until, like, early Victorian, late Victorian time, they started to take more kind of consideration and starting to recover, like, you know, people that got trapped. Because some of the people that did get trapped didn't die straight away. They got trapped and died and suffocated because either nowhere or probably down to the gases what was leaking. And some actually died through, you know, like, you know, explosions and all this other kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm just trying to get me YouTube on my phone. Anyway, there's a few orbs lying around. I'll stop the screen share now. So yeah, I won't put it by if there is a few grumpy ass spirits knocking around Rose's house, you know, from the mining days. But going back, you know, like, you know, getting evidence, you know, proof that spirits do exist, that's down to, like, right, I haven't been reading chat because I had that open, so I don't know what's been said. But if you can, in some way, get the proof that a spirit is in a certain house, that's great. And the proof you need is either video proof. EVP is okay, but people could turn around and say, well, that EVP could have been anyone, you know, whispering or talking in the room. So EVPs isn't really classed as proof. You know, unless you got like half dozen people there who can back you up, or like you run the DVR system like I am, and you can see that there's no one around in those rooms apart from one person like me, and I'm sitting here with an EVP recorder in my hand, and I'm asking a question, and you can see, you know, the front of me, so I'm not making any facial expressions or trying to talk through my voice, because you can hear, like, you know, I can't even talk through my voice, through, like, having my mouth closed. It's impossible for me, and I do have a whisper as well when I talk. So, like, if I'm trying to, like, manipulate a voice, you're going to hear that whisper. So, like, if I hear a voice come through the audio recorder after I've asked a question, and you've got the you know, I've got the camera on me, you can see that, you know, that it's not being manipulated in any way, then that is proof as well. You know, sometimes I'd have the 8-channel cameras on me, and you're still seeing me with the recorder asking questions, and then I'll get a reply back. Then that's great. You know, that's possibly is proof. But other people would turn around and say, like, well, you know, you might have someone out in the hallway, you know, kind of thing, listening to what you're asking. You know, you could have planned it. Well, that's up to them to believe that shit. I don't fake any of my shit. You know, if I get an EVP in this room, I get an EVP in this room. If I don't, I don't. It could be an EVP with the audio recorder in the kitchen, and we could have the audio recorder and the camcorder, or the actual DVR camera, in the kitchen facing the recorder, so that you can see that there's no one in there, and I could be asking questions in here, and they might hear my voice, and they might be able to leave a response on the recorder after I've asked that question. So, like, you know, I've not seen many people do it that way, actually. I will try doing that myself in some on a couple of occasions. So I do want to get back into the paranormal, but I don't really feel much energy. You know, I've seen a few walks, you know, I've seen those flashing light kind of things, but you know, that's not the type of activity that we used to get, you know, a couple of years ago, kind of thing. You just have to wait, and hopefully it does build up a bit more. I know stress, depression, and anxiety helps, and I ain't going through that again because of financial issues at the moment. But you know, maybe they might feed off that, maybe they won't. But so I'm feeling tired again already. I don't know why. Usually I don't go to bed till like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's only 11:30. I'm feeling bloody knackered already. Every time I'm doing a live stream, you know, it kind of like draws the energy out of you. I don't know why. So yeah, you know, it doesn't matter what kind of evidence you get. You're going to go get some people like, you know, doubting it and thinking I was somehow faked it, you know, kind of thing, or she's faked it, or I don't believe that's real, you know, unless they invite me over and let me do an investigation over it. I've told people, anyone wants to come here, no, they can come here, but I ain't going to promise you that you're going to get any activity whatsoever. You know, if you want to come here and spend the night, come and spend the night. I don't give a shit. You know, I'll give you tea and coffee, but if you want to eat, you'll have to bring your own sandwiches, because I ain't going to give you fucking sandwiches. You have to bring your own. So, you know, I'm not reading chat, by the way. I've not said or read anything on chat yet. I know it's going, but I've not read anything on there since I put my DVR on and taken it off. Oh, God, I feel knackered now. I keep talking about things, but that's another thing with me. I don't know why, but I seem to be talking about something and suddenly I stop and I forget what I'm talking about. Weird. Yeah, if anyone wants to come and, like, you know, spend the night over here, you know, so you don't mind that being in a cold room sometimes, because it is cold in there some of the times, and you just want to do a nighttime investigation in the living room and in the kitchen, that's okay with me. Just bring sandwiches. I supply the tea or coffee, and you can stay overnight and do an investigation. We can do a live stream if you want. I'm okay with that. But don't expect me to pay anything towards your travel costs, because I ain't going to be able to do that. You know, you come down on your own cost. You know, like Simon James, when he came down, he came down on his own costs. You know, we shared, like, buying breakfast a couple of times. I took him around a cafe one morning and bought him a breakfast. That evening, after we came back from an investigation, he bought the dinner. Then the next morning, he bought them breakfast. Then the following night, I bought the dinner. So we kind of shared, like, the cost. But not this time. I ain't going to be able to. But, you know, I'm on that kind of, like, weirdness happening to me again right now. Like, I was playing Just Survive. I've uploaded the Just Survive game I was doing earlier today. What you've got is on the game, you've got tasks, and you get, like, if you kill a zombie, they sometimes have little letters, and the letter explains where the loot is, and you have to go looking for that loot. Well, I was actually doing that, going to a cabin, which I'd already done before, yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. So I knew where the cabin was, because I had the same letter from a different zombie. And you know, I was going over to this cabin to get the loot, and I logged off for a minute because I said, like, you know, when I'm doing the gaming video, you know, it's not live streaming. I'm actually recording the game and my voice. And I said, right, guys, I've just got to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna like stop the video and go to the bathroom. When I come back, I'll start the video again. But I'm logging on because I want to go to the bathroom. I don't want to have my character die with a zombie coming through the caravan and like killing me. So like, I stopped the video. I stopped the game. I went to the bathroom. I logged back on, and since I logged back on, although the actual gameplay was different because I logged off when it was raining. When I came back on, it's like snowing. When I came out of the caravan, my whole vision kind of like went really weird. Like it was like going out of focus and blurriness, but it wasn't going out of focus and blur. It's like seeing a white haze in front of you again, you know, kind of thing. No, it weren't down to the game. You know, I've had it several times over the last couple of months happening. You know, I could be sitting here watching the TV and like, you know, your eyes just go really weird and you think, whoa. And it's like, how can I explain it? It's like you're going into a different kind of like zone and like a different dimension or something, you know. It's like if you're leaving your body for a few seconds and then you're getting back into your body. It's really weird to explain it, really. It's like also if you're going to pass out, you know, whoa, you know, you feel kind of like not so much dizzy. It feels like it's not nausea. Know when you got the phobia of heights, yeah, and you're on the top of a building and looking down, you think, whoa, you get that weird feeling as if you're going to fall. That's the kind of thing it feels like. Seriously, it is. And I'm sitting there playing a game. I feel, whoa, you know, I feel like I'm going to fall out of my own body. Really crazy. And it feels like that for about, you know, anything between 2 to 5 seconds. And I shake myself and like, I'm back. You know, I just can't, I don't know what's causing it. I don't know why it's happening. I'm not saying it's paranormal. It could just be, you know, some kind of like illness or I just don't know what it is. I'm going to have to see a doctor, I think, I'll tell you, because it's fucking scary. It is scary when you're sitting in, you feel like, you know, you're coming out your own body or like something's happening to you. Some people say it's like, well, I don't know what people would say what it's like actually, but it's like a phobia. It's like, it feels like I'm on top of a very high building and I don't like heights. You know, even when I don't even like going across the rivers, to be honest with you. You know, all I do magnet fishing. And sometimes, you know, you got about a 6-foot drop and you don't know how deep that water is. I'm trying to like fight my fear with water. But, you know, if I fall in there, I'm definitely going to drown because I can't swim. The only thing I can do is like a little doggy paddle and that ain't going to save me. And I hate water getting in my eyes. You know, even when I used to go swimming, if water went up my nose, I'm like, and it goes down your throat and you're fucking choking. I'm trying to get out. And like, I hate water, you know, swimming. And like when I go across the bridge and there's water, you know, especially when I was in America with my ex-wife visiting her relatives and we went across that Golden Gate Bridge. Holy shit. Ugh. That bridge is fucking long. And I was just wishing that I was not in that vehicle going across that Golden Gate Bridge. Because I thought, well, if that bridge collapses, the car's going to plummet and we're going to drown. You know, I'd rather have someone come up to me and shoot me in the fucking head. At least that's quick than rather having a slow death of drowning. Now, just think of all those people who had died of drowning, and you got spirit people coming through, you know, saying that they're drowned. Just think how slow that was for them to die. You know, it's bloody horrible. And like, so it's like going across rivers. I've got a phobia of that. And when we was in the Philippines, we had to go up this really big fucking mountain. I think it was the biggest mountain in the Philippines, yeah. And there were accidents on the way up there. You know, I was in the front passenger seat, and you know, some of those roads, you can barely get one bus or coach along that road. And like, we was in one of those jeepneys, and we was going along the road, and I'm looking down. I thought, my God, what I've got myself into. And you could see like a drop, and it's thousands of feet deep. I didn't like it, you know. We got to a car parking space, and no, the thing was, there's people sitting on top of the jeepney. They didn't give a fuck, you know. And they're saying, come up, come up. No way, you know. I don't want to fucking, like, if that car goes over, you know, at least I've got, you know, that kind of like, at least I'm inside. I know I'm going to die, but, you know, and I'll probably get crushed, but at least I'm not going to go flying and like, go like skydiving kind of thing, you know. And I said, no. But I did actually go in the back, but the back was so crowded. There's like probably about 20 people, you know, all crumbled in, you know. You got fucking God knows how many bags and great big cardboard boxes full of shit and everything in there. So I did go in. I got crumpled up a little while, but at least I felt a little more kind of like secure in there. As soon as we started going back down the other side of the mountain and got more onto like the lower part, they said, you know, like, you know, what's the mountain now, you know, open countryside, come and sit on top of the jeepney. And it was really hot. You know, just think how hot and sweaty it was sitting in the back of the fucking jeepney, crumbled up. It was like, oh, you know, the smell, you know, the sweat, and oh, it's disgusting. And yeah, this time I said, yeah, I'll come up, and I sat on top with them for a couple of hours, and like, we're all kind of like coolness, you know, the cool air blowing, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, I do have you know, a couple of fears, you know, even when we went there by plane. I got on the plane at Heathrow, and my hands are gripped, you know, on the armrest. And they say, right, you know, prepare to take off, you know, make sure you got seatbelts on. Lady comes round, checks, yeah, you're okay, yeah. She goes, first time I fly low, I said, yeah. She goes, just take it easy, breathe in and out. If you got sweet, suck on a sweet, because when you suck on the sweet, it helps when, like, you know, your ears do pop when you take off. And like, I'm sucking the sweet, and it wasn't so bad, you know. And we've taken off, and I was near the window, you know, and I had to shut it down. I ain't looking at this. And my fucking sister owned it up, you know, as we're taking off. And I thought, no. And I had my eyes closed for a little while. I thought, no, I don't like this. And the weirdest thing is that when we got up to like 35, 40, 50,000 feet, I looked out the window and I thought, you know, apart from all the noise where people were talking and rattling their bags and, you know, playing computer games or watching TV, you felt like, wow, this is crazy. And the fear kind of left me for a while. And I've got my camera and I'm taking fucking pictures of like the land, you know, below us. And I'm just taking shots. And I was okay. After I'm up in like 40,000 feet high, you know, what can you do? What can you do? You know, you can't say, I want to get out, you know, because they ain't going to open the fucking aeroplane door and give you a parachute. You know, that's going to be even worse, you know. Well, you want to get out, here's a parachute, bye. You don't know if you're going to open the parachute on time, you know, or if the parachute's even going to open. So I'm thinking, well, they're not going to give me a parachute, so I'm going to sit here and suffer. And it did kind of leave me, you know. I felt kind of like, it kind of felt like at peace. You know, the fear went away from me. But since we got to the Philippines, well, we had to stop off at China, Hong Kong, a short stopover, yeah. And you know that fucking aeroplane, that airport is on an island, like a small island kind of thing, you know. And we're flying across the fucking mountains, and you know, I didn't think we was going to fucking land, but we landed. But as we were landing, that fear came back onto me, and I'm gripping the fucking arm, you know, arms on the chair. And I'm thinking, please, you know, let us land, you know, let us land. And as soon as you hear the wheels touch the ground, oh, thank you, God, we're not dead. And I you know, it's kind of crazy that, you know, you feel like I've seen on the movie where like someone, I think it was B.A. Baracus on the A-Team, A-Team, he gets out and he kisses the floor. And that's what I felt like doing, kissing the floor, saying, thank you, God, I'm still alive. But hang on, we got to get on another aeroplane in there to get to the Philippines, which is like another couple of hours fucking flight. Holy shit, you know, I'm not looking forward to that. So like a couple of hours later, we're back on the aeroplane. There's me gripping the fucking arm grips, going, please let us take off, you know, please let us take off. Don't let anything happen to the aeroplane. And the plane takes off, goes across the mountains, and we're in flight for a couple of hours, and suddenly, you know, Manila airport, and I'm thinking, oh, well, here we go again. Gripping the fucking arms really tight, you know, wait until the aeroplane like touches down, you feel the wheels touch down. And as soon as you're on the ground, that fear goes away. And I think that's like when you're doing the paranormal, you know, you're clutching to fear in one way, because like you just don't know what the fuck's going to happen. So like with Rose, she could be sitting there all happy dungy-diary, you know it's been happening all day, and she's talking to her friends on the internet, and suddenly the door might slam behind her, and she's the only one there, and here we go, fucking hell, the fucking door just slammed. Okay, grumpy bastards, that it again. Yeah, right, okay. And you know, you just don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know how to deal with it, but you have to deal with it. It's like, you know, it's the fear that they like getting from you, the spirits. No, but when you're on an aeroplane, it's a completely different fear. You know, how do we know how many aeroplanes haven't had that emergency landing and someone's like died on the aeroplane from a stroke or a heart attack or something, and they've been taken away, but the airplane's okay, and they reuse it, but there might be a spirit on that aeroplane, you know, and they might use that fear from you to try and, you know, I'm not saying that there's been any stories that I've known of like spiritual manifestations on the aeroplane. I've not seen one, I've not heard of one, but doesn't mean there hasn't been one, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, there's so many types of different fear. And I think, like, you know, spirits do thrive off fear. I'll guarantee you they do. And I try not to show fear. You know, the only time I show the fear is when I'm going across the fucking bridge with water underneath me, or if I'm fucking on a high mountain, or in an airplane. But that fear is completely different to when you're doing the paranormal, because you don't know what's going to appear in you or what's going to happen to you in that time of space. You know, if you're in an aeroplane and a fucking aeroplane blows up, then you're practically dead straight away, you know, kind of thing. Unless you kind of get sucked, like it's a small explosion, then you suddenly get sucked out the aeroplane. If you get sucked out, you know, it's going to rip you to shreds anyway, unless if it's a big fucking like hole and you get sucked out and you're free flying and you've got no parachute, You know, you're gonna die anyway because, like, you know, you're gonna fucking have an heart attack within seconds, maybe, because you know you're gonna die, and you can't do nothing about it. Unless, like, you know, you're going over like some, like the fucking Alps or something, and you've got a shitload of snow there, and like you get sucked out the airplane, and it's only a couple of 100 feet or something, and you land in a great big like pile of soft snow and you survive it. But then there's that chance that you might fucking die of hypothermia and like snow blindness or something, you know. So like, there's different types of fear, definitely. But here, I try to hide my fear. I don't like giving out my fear, and maybe that's sometimes why I don't get that kind of activity I like, because they do say I need to open myself up. I need to show that fear, so they can use that fear, not so much against me, but to do what they need to do, so they can give that evidence, I suppose. And sometimes, like sitting there, you know, and you hear like the door rattling, or you know, you see like something out the peripheral eye, you do get that little fraction of fear. No, no one ever, no one. I don't say what. I don't care what people say. You know, I'm not afraid of anything. Bullshit. We all give out fear in some way or manner, even if it's just like a fraction of fear. You know, we still give fear. Like, you know, you've got fear over anything. It doesn't matter what it could be. You still give out fear. You know, you could be smoking and you're thinking, well, cancer, you know. And I hate to say cancer, but there's different types of cancer. But no, you're smoking away thinking, well, I don't want to die like cancer kind of thing, or I don't want to die in a car accident, or I don't want to die, you know, without my parachute opening, or I don't want to die with a gas leak, you know. Every time you're thinking about something, you're giving that fraction of fear. And that little fraction can build up, and they can live off that little bit of fear, I believe, those spirits. And like, sometimes in here, when I see those weird flashing lights, you know, I'm thinking, whoa, what the fuck's that? Now, that's fear, I believe. You know, because I'm wondering what the hell it is. You know, what made it go off, you know? I should be getting up and trying to debunk it, but, you know, the kitchen door shut, the living room door shut, the bathroom door shut, my front door shut. So what the hell is making that flash in my hallway? I don't know, but it gives me that little bit of worry, that little bit of concern, that slight mini little bit of fear, thinking, what the fuck is it? And they can use that. And if I'm giving that little fraction, a little bit of fear, you know, even though it's a little bit, they might be able to use that, and that might just be enough for them to do it again. If it keeps happening, I'm going to get a little bit more fearful each time, and they can start fucking banging on the door next door or something, you know. You just don't know what spirit people do. Anyway, let's see who's on here. Oh yeah, I did do a video the other day about my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, by the way, especially the 6 or 7 or 10 or whatever it was who subscribed over the last week and a half. Thank you for those who donated through Super Chat. I'm asking now, try not to do it through Super Chat. If you want to Super Chat me, don't Super Chat me. If you want to donate toward my channel, and you know, like with paranormal stuff and my metal detector, my PayPal is down there. You can click on there and do a donation that way. And if you have done a donation that way, let me know, and I'll say thank you. I don't use OBS, so I don't know, because you know, some people who do the gaming community use OBS, and they use certain software which kind of notifies them when they've had a donation. I don't use that. So the only way I will get to know if a donation comes through is through Super Chat. But I'm asking you not to use Super Chat too much, because they take 30% off. So you Super Chat $5, I'm only getting like $3 out of it, probably $3.50, because they're going to take 15% off. And I still don't know how to withdraw from Super Chat anyway, so you know, it's going to take me a long time to even get anything from Super Chat and withdraw it. So if you're going to do any donations in the future, just click on my PayPal down there. I try to keep the PayPal. I try to put the PayPal link on every time I stream. So all you got to do is click on there. There's 2 links. There's PayPal me, Steve Morgan's. And if that don't work, click on the Show Me More, and then there's another link. So they both do work, because I have tried them. All right, so let's see who's here. Hello, Sarah Farnham, KCC, Sarah, the chosen one. Hello, you're new. Aaron. Hello, David. Not seen you for a while. Charmy. Rose. Eugenia. Uric Hyde. Sarah Farnham, I did see on here earlier. Jamie boy. Don't get Jamie, if you live around here, yeah. I think you said you lived near me. If you want to like meet up sometime, just let me know and we can meet up. Because now the weather's getting better, we could go out and do like a little couple of hours walk around somewhere and do some video and just have a general little chit chat. And you know, hell, maybe I might take you magnet fishing sometime. You know, I've got a spare magnet. Get you into the old magnet fishing game, and never know, you might pull out something interesting. So, you know, if you want to do that, just hit me up and we can meet up somewhere. Because I know you said you don't live too far from me. I was thinking about doing a little walk around Mitcham Common again, but I kind of woke up late today, so I might do it tomorrow. If not, I've got to go out Monday, so I might just take my camcorder out and just do a little walk around after on the way home over at Mitcham Common on Monday. I don't know, I might even take my magnet and go down the River Wandle and do a little bit of magnet fishing. So I think it's supposed to be sunny Monday. Sunny Monday. Da, da, da. Monday. Well, I'm tired again. Sunday, tomorrow, light, rain and breezy, so I can't do tomorrow, so it'll be Monday. Monday is sunny, interviews and breezy. So I will take my camera out with me. And we're going to have sunshine, sunny interviews all out until Friday the 27th. Apart from Monday the 23rd, it's going to be light rain, showers and breezy. But tomorrow is going to be light rain and breezy, so looks like I ain't going to go out tomorrow. But I will do Monday because I've got an appointment Monday. And then after that, I'll go and do a little bit of magnet fishing or walking around with a camera or do something. Who else is on here? Yeah, it don't have to be Monday, like, you know, anytime. Like, I think it'll be better on a weekend if you're not doing on the weekend. Monday, I've got an appointment Monday. What time is it going to be Monday? That's the problem. I've got a job centre appointment Monday. That's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. 10:40 with a woman I don't really like, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I've got an appointment 10:40 Monday, so I might be there about an hour because I've got to take some forms in So I want some lady to help me to fill a couple of forms in for me about the water bill, and I can get a new microwave free, maybe. So I've got a couple of forms I need to fill in. So I could be there at least an hour, hour and a half. So I may not be leaving there till gone midday. And I'll probably just go out and do a little bit of, I don't know if I'm going to do magnet fishing. I don't know. If I don't, I might just take my cameras and do a little walk around along the River Wandle, and then jump on a bus and nip back into town to get some drinks, and then stop off at Mitcham Common and do a little video over there. I don't know if I'm going to do like any kind of like paranormal stuff, but I definitely want to go down Mitcham Common and do some more paranormal stuff. I need to get some batteries from the K2 meters. I think the K2 meters, apart from one, the batteries in there completely flat, and I don't have any 9-volt batteries. So I'm going to have to buy a couple of 9-volt batteries Monday. So Monday I'll probably just have a little walk around River Wandle with a camera. Either Tuesday or Wednesday I may nip over to Mitcham Common and just like do a little daytime investigation over there. Go to that guy where they died about a year ago, just over a year ago, of drug overdose. It was like in the papers, and you know, I believe that I spoke to him through the Ouija board, and he told me exactly where he died, and I left a little crossing train there, and I want to see if that's still there. Probably ain't. It's probably got blown down off the tree or something, but I'll probably have a little walk over there, take my K2 meter over there, ghost box, and see what happens if we get anything. Then I'll probably walk over where Leonard's little favourite place is. That has been really fucked over, that has. There used to be trees there, used to be like bushes there, and the council's been there and fucking stripped it all down. Now it's still got like the little kind of ramp thing there, but it's completely different there now. And I'm sure like Leonard's really pissed about it, but what can spirits do? You know, they can't go over to the common and fucking replant trees and everything, can they? No. And I think it did upset him actually, but you know, what gets done, I suppose. But I would like to take a little walk over there, see if we get any kind of response from the K2 meet like we used to. Go to the Hangman's Tree. The Hangman's Tree is the hangman tree where they used to like hang. What are they called? Highwaymen. I've always left coins there, and those coins have always disappeared when I've gone back there. So, you know, unless birds have seen the glitter and taken them, or kids have climbed up the tree and found them and taken them, or maybe a spirit of the highwayman's probably taken them. I don't know, but usually when I take coins down there, they tend to disappear 90% of the time. So I want to go and do a little kind of like EVP session over there. So I will do like a little common investigation, hopefully this week coming. Do a little video during the walk around the River Wandle. I don't think I'd take my magnet because it can be a bit heavy. Because if I take it, it's going to smell, you know, it does smell a little bit actually. So I've not washed the smell off to the river, off the magnet. It's been in the bag all the time. The thing is, if I take that, I've got to keep lugging it around, because I've got to lug it around to the job centre, then I've got to lug it around to the River Wandle, then from the River Wandle back into the town, then get shopping. And I'm only going to get like drinks, so I really need drinks. This Diet Coke has been giving me stomach cramps, stomach aches, and lucky I've only got this half a can and 1 can left. I'm not going to drink them anymore, but I do like my strawberry Viola drinks. I'm gonna get some of those, and then some of the other cans of drinks. You can get 4 for £1, which is like coloured drinks, but it's not like the Diet Coke. It's the other Coke, cherry Coke, orangeade or whatever it was. I can't remember, but you know, I'm going to be bringing home about 8 bottles of strawberry Valola, or whatever it's called, and then 8 cans of drink. So that's going to be like even more weight on my back, and plus the fucking like massive magnet I'll probably be taking with me if I take with me. So it's all, you know, that weight on my back. I don't know if I'll do magnet fishing or not yet. So it goes. Anyway, getting back to the paranormal. Hello, Leslie. Welcome. I do drink fruit juices. I've got to get some more fruit juice actually. I've got black currant and orange, and I buy like big bottles like this. And what I like doing is I'll open them both up, and I'll pour just like a little bit of orange and a little bit of black currant, mix it, and it's really nice. But I've practically run out. I'm nearly out of it. I've probably got enough to make 2 more cups, and that's it. It's gone. So I need to go over Lidl's and get some more of that as well. But yeah, Diet Coke, I'm not drinking that anymore because that's really, like, even Simon James had a go at me the other night about it, saying don't drink that shit. You know, it does stuff to your body. So, and I only got those because there wasn't nothing else there, you know. And I thought, you know, I've got a half drink in here, and I don't like drinking coffee all the time because of the caffeine. Some people say caffeine's good for you, some people say caffeine's bad for you, but I only have a maximum of probably 3 coffees a day. Sometimes I don't have no coffee for days at all. But I do need to get some drinks. But going back to the trigger objects, yeah, you know, you could use anything as a trigger object. You can use jewelry, you can use a watch, you can use a clock, you could use like a gun or a bullet, knives, anything, you know, depending on how the person died. If they died of a gunshot or something, yeah, and that bullet was around, you know, like, or a bullet similar to it, you could leave that there as a trigger object, and they might kind of move that trigger object, pick it up and throw it at you, or they might leave it there, and if you've got a K2 meter next to it, they might set up the K2 meter as in like a kind of a response saying, yeah, that's how they were killed by a bullet. You know, a gun, you've got a gun, doesn't matter if it's a toy gun or whatever, you can always use that as a trigger object. That might, but the thing is, if they were killed by a gun, that might upset them, and it might piss them off. You know, you can use mirrors as a trigger object. You know, compact mirror, a normal wall mirror, a bathroom mirror, whatever. Anything really can be used as a trigger object. Cards, just saw another flash. Cards, playing cards, deck of cards. If it might have been in the olden days where, you know, I used to do gambling, just saw a shadow then. Toys, if it's a kid, could use any kind of toys. If you can find out what their favourite kind of toy was, or if their favourite toy was still around, could use that as a trigger object. With females, you know, necklaces, rings, jewellery, gold, silver, combs, makeup, you know. Females like combing their hair. Could use a comb as a trigger object. That's pretty good. I've seen people use that quite a lot. And they've seen combs move. They've even had a brand new comb, apparently. And they left the camera there. Although the camera didn't move, the next day there's hair in the comb. So hair was hair in a brand new comb. When it was never used, it was a brand new one. They just used it as a trigger object. That's unusual. Someone might have had a nice pair of shoes. Use shoes as a trigger object. But, you know, to get responses, you need like electrical devices, electronics. K2 meter, a REM pod, one of my DC boxes, or someone else's kind of own design of a REM pod DC box, EVP recorders. I still don't really believe like flashlights work. You know, that's just, you know, to me, if light goes off, that could be just coincidental, or it's vibration that's made it go off. But if it's actually going on and off on direct questions and you're getting direct response from it, it could be like a possibility that it is being set off by a spirit. But to me, I don't trust flashlights, to be honest with you. You know, it's like probably, I would say like 1 in 10 could be real. And that's it. I don't think flashlights are really good. You know, if you're sitting there and it's, you know, an active house, why use a flashlight when I can use the lights? Hey, you know, spirits, if you're here, can you make the lights flicker? And if they flicker, and people might just say, well, that's just coincidence, might have a, you know, some kind of like electrical fault. But if you're asking them to light up the light on every question and it's happening, that's not coincidental. That's like paranormal. That's like possibly evidence. And if you can prove that there's no one standing in the light switch, or there's no one else in the house near the junction box, that's, you know, because I, you know, some people might have walkie-talkies listening, and they could say like, oh, right, he's going to ask a question in a minute, and they're going to make the lights flicker. No, that's false. That's faking shit. And I won't put it by some people would do that. I'm not saying a lot of people would do, but there is a possibility that someone could do that, you know. Faking shit, you know. I don't like people faking shit. I've never faked anything in my fucking like 5 years, and I'm not going to. I'm not even going to start to, you know. So I'm not going to lose my fucking reputation by trying to fake something. It's not worth it, you know. Because I've had some pretty good stuff happening. So why would I need to fake something when I've had some pretty interesting shit happening in the first place anyway? You've seen it all real, live, raw, you know, uncut, live video streaming. Seen all activity. You've seen things being thrown at me. You've seen shit like that dark apparition in the living room, the one in the kitchen. You've seen dolls being knocked down. You know, you've seen so much shit happening here, which is real, 100% real, uncut, raw, hardcore shit. You know, why would I need to even sit there and try to think about faking something? I wouldn't. It's not worth it. I ain't going to lose my reputation like some people would like to. I know it gets boring here. Most nights, nothing happens. But you've seen a few orbs in here when I had the DVR on just a little while ago. Some people would turn around to say, well, that's a dust particle. Well, yeah, you know, you got a dust particle the size of a fucking tennis ball floating around. Yeah, like, yeah. You can't get a dust particle about the size of a fucking tennis ball. And that's what it looked like, the size of a tennis ball. The one which went past the window, not the window, the mirror. Second one. But then someone might say, well, someone's shining a light. Well, no, because it was a light. It'd be casting possibly a reflection on the window, not the window, on the mirror. And there wasn't no reflection on the mirror. Let's just quickly turn it on again quickly. I'm going to have to go in a minute, guys. I'm getting tired. I don't know why. My throat thing starts hurting now. Share. Just have a sit and watch this for a few minutes. I'll probably might do a DVR stream during the week one night when I'm sleeping. We'll probably start off with like a little live stream, ghost box and that, and have it on maybe the kitchen. And when I'm ready to go to bed, we just keep it running while I go to sleep. Anyone in here? Any spirit people, if you can you try to make yourself into a light anomaly and fly across the room for us, please? Can that be cool? You know, you can combine your energies and show yourself as a light anomaly, a round ball of light. How you can do it. Use some of my energy, what energy I've got, if you need to. Try show yourself in the mirror. That one over there. The roundish one. No, it's 12:30 nearly. I think we go to bed a minute, guys. I'm shattered. As I said, like the paranormal, when you ain't got much energy around you, you know, it sometimes feels like energy's been sucked out of you. And I feel like they're trying to like draw that energy out of me so they can like possibly like manifest themselves. So I don't think there's a lot of energy in the house for them to actually show themselves as a light anomaly. So that's probably what they're doing, is like trying to draw the energy out of me to try to manifest themselves. That's a possibility. Let's just see one quickly that's been shown on YouTube. Yeah, alright, so we go back. Right. Oh, show yourself. Let's have a quick look what's on the other rooms. I'll show you, mate. I can't do it that way. I've got to do it this way, haven't I? So that's me in here. Living room. So those people, like, you know, as I said, like, I still sometimes don't like going in the living room, because when I first moved in, that book cupboard over there used to be along this wall, and I always felt like a strong energy in that part of the room, and it always stayed in that area. Over here I was okay, but when I went over to that part of the area, I was like uncomfortable. And it's until, like, you know, the guy came down and said that there's I think Martin was there or something. I think his name was Martin, and he kind of like had a conversation with Martin and moved him on. But I feel like, you know, Martin did come back, because he did say Martin will come back, but he won't be as threat as you. No, he won't threaten you, or he won't like make you feel too much uneasy. So after, like, my mate came down and helped me do cleansing when I first moved in here, later on I actually moved that book cabinet against that wall, so it wasn't on this wall, it was on that wall. And I felt like, you know, I might have disturbed that spirit again, but he wasn't that angry, because he more was in the corner of the room, more behind the book cupboard. But behind that wall, you've got me, like, behind that wall there, along the hallway, you've got like a storage cupboard, and there is a spirit in the storage cupboard sometimes that comes in and out when he wants to. The mirror, as you know, is up there. I don't know how active that mirror is still. The mirror that Rose gave me used to be in here, but I've got it in my room. I have had it in my room for quite a while. I've got a headache now. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to go in with it, guys. But you know, you can see all my dolls there still. I've got to sort those out and try to find something to get some of those dolls back up there. I need to clear some of this area out. It's getting a bit cramped in there. The other side of the living room, you see. So that bit over there, although that's my dad's chair in the corner, it feels more at ease on that side than it does on this side. Over this side, I find, like, you know, I know there's a mixture of energies in there, yeah, and I've always allowed spirits to be in here. I've always called this a spirit communion room, and any spirits can go in and communicate with each other. And I tend to leave that room alone. I don't like going in and disturbing them, which sounds a bit weird. I just want them to have that as their own light room, their own domain, their own space. I do go in there to put my washing up on my washing clothesline thing. I've not been putting it outside because it's been too fucking shitty weather sometimes, you know, so I put it on my clothes. That's not the clothes, that's the table. 2 rocking chairs. The mirror that Rose gave me used to be up there, but as I say, it's now in here. As you know, we've had a few weird things happen out here on the balcony. Not seen much out there lately, though. Apart from a few bits of like orb activity and big spider webs on the camera. Kitchen, well, you know what the kitchen's like. That can be bloody noisy at night time. You've heard the noise out there. You've heard the bangs. You've heard, like, it sounds like the cupboards shutting. And there's even a time when I was out there doing the ghost box or EVP, and one of the plates moved, but that bowl moved by itself. So, you know, that kitchen can be a bit freakier sometimes. I've even been out there making coffee and had, like, the sense of someone looking over my shoulder and, like, little cold breezes and cold spots around me. And, you know, as I say, like, we've heard, like, knocks and taps out there a lot. I've been told, like, little Mary and Abby likes to be out in the kitchen. Mary likes to look out the window, but she won't go out on the balcony. And I thought I just saw something move there. Don't know. Could have been my imagination. And that's another thing you've got to consider about, guys. When you're seeing shadows and movements, that could just be your imagination. Now, this camera's screwed up. It's not as good as it used to be. This camera was the one in the living room until I changed it over. Otherwise, it would have been all this spotty shit in the living room, which was this camera. So I swapped that camera into here, and the camera in here to the hallway. The other one. That's the cupboard. That's the door that's opened many a time on its own. I don't understand why. But since I've done some sorting out, I've said to the spirit, look, you know, I need to come in and out. You know, if I disturb you, I apologise, but don't keep opening the door. So I don't want it to open too far in case the cat gets in there. And funny enough, the door's not been opening. Well, I just saw something there then. My other cameras, my Wi-Fi cameras haven't been sorted out yet. So I need to bring them in here and set them up again. I need to connect them up to the computer through the actual router, then once I got them all set up on the router, then I've got to do a little bit of tinkering to get them onto Wi-Fi. Kind of gone really dark in here now. There we go. No, I wasn't reading chat. As I said, I don't read chat much. Why would you say? I ain't gonna go far up. I'll just apple juice. I've got like in the fridge tomato juice actually, which I've not drunk yet. I might try some of that tonight. Steve, on the 20th, I'm doing a very special live stream, and when I am done, I'm going to give you something that you'll love. Yeah, okay. Still need to send me the fucking form to send you your ghost boxes up. I told you over about a month ago, if I don't get a fucking form from you to send them up, you're not going to get them back. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to start using them myself, and you're going to get pissed then. I can use it in yours to prove something. What is it? I know you said you might send me that weird doll, but what? Is it the doll? I just want something, right? Like anyone would like, and people have got, and too afraid either to give it away or to throw it away in case they think it might affect another person's life. But I really want something haunted, really haunted, you know, and I want that activity. I don't want it crazy, like crazy. I don't want like the lights flashing on and off like continuously all fucking day and night, because that's going to blow all my electrics and cost me a fucking fortune on the electricity. But you know, the odd occasion where the lights might flicker on and off, you know, like once or twice in a week. You know, you see like the door open and shut by itself, you know, here the cupboards open and shut. Things move, you know. I know it's going to be scary as shit. And you know, it's kind of like, I know I seem like I'm talking shit some of the times, yeah. And if I was to get that, I would probably be scared. Yeah, I probably would be scared. But if it ain't like, if I knew it isn't evil and nasty, and it's just something like, you know, saying, you know, when it, you know, you want us to move something, just let us know we move it. And it's like a Casper, a friendly ghost kind of thing, you know. You say, hey, you know, like, and you know what his name is like. So like if it's like a new spirit, and you let's just make up a name like Timothy, and say, hey Timothy, I know you're here, you know, are you here today? Can you just like make the lights flicker? And suddenly the lights flicker, yeah. That'd be crazy, but then people would just turn around and say, well, like, nah, you know, someone's downstairs or in another room fucking around with electricity. So that's like, okay. So you ask them, like, you put the camera on something, you say, right, can you make that move? And, you know, you ask them to make an object move, and they actually make the object move. But then again, you're going to get some arsehole saying, well, it's got string or rope or cotton or something attached to it. So you go up to it, and, you know, after it's moved, and you're putting your hand around to show that there's nothing attached to it, and you put it down, you still put your hand around to make sure, you know, to let people know that it's no way, in any way, like something tied to it, you know, because you're waving, you know, you put your hand down. And because if you've got, like, let's put it this way, yeah, like a cup, for instance, yeah, if that cup started moving right now, people say, oh, it's probably got string, you know. But if you was to say, right, I've got a spirit here, and like he likes doing things for me because he likes to show that, you know, it's real, it's, you know, real proof. And I'll go up and I say, right, you know, here's my cup. There's nothing now, nothing tied around it, because if there was, I'll be pouring the cup here. And I let the camera sit and I say, right, hey, Timothy, can you move the cup for me? And it's just for like an inch or two. And you see the cup go like that. That's going to be crazy fucking evidence, yeah? And, you know, that's the kind of shit I'd love to have. It really is, you know, a friendly Casper ghost. He will do things for you on kind of like command. I know people will say, well, like, you know, you're making the guy, you know, do tricks for you. You said, yeah, you know, never done like ask the spirits to perform tricks. It's not like a circus. No, but it'd be more asking him, you know, to do it free will. And if he was to do it, you know, free will, and he likes doing it to prove to people that fucking things do happen here, that would be crazy, you know. Make the lights flash, you know, okay, the lights flash once, you know, on and off. Okay, then you change the camera angle, and I say, right, there's the remote control, and I put the remote control on the bed. And before I do it, I say, right, you know, I put it on and show that there's no set timer on there. And I say, right, I'm going to turn the TV off. I put the remote control down. And I say, hey, Timothy, can you turn the TV on for me? And suddenly, as I say, turn the TV on for me, the TV comes on. And I say, right, thanks, Timothy. Now, can you turn it off? And suddenly the TV goes off on command. That would be so fucking crazy, man. I tell you, everyone would be wanting to come around here, you know, fucking Most Haunted, Ghost Hunters, everyone, you know, just to see, you know, if it's real. And, you know, if like, I'm not, you know, I don't want fame and fortune and shit like that, but if people came around and, like, they was getting the evidence, like I was, and they saying, right, do something like knock on the door, do 2 taps on the door, and they tap, tap. Right, okay, that's good. Right, how about turning the electric fan on, and suddenly the electric fan turns on? Now that's going to be fucking crazy, you know. That's the type of stuff that people really, really would want. And that's the type of stuff I want myself, but it ain't ever going to happen. I know it ain't. But when I die, I'm going to come and I'm going to fuck with some of you guys, I'll tell you, yeah. No, you're going to say, all right, hey, Steve, if you're here, you know, can you do something? And I'm going to fucking do it for you. I'm going to give you that evidence you want, I tell you. And I'm going to scare the shit out of you. I will, I'll scare the shit out of you. Right, so what else has been said? But that's the kind of shit I want. I want a spirit that's willing to do it and will do it on, like, request. But if he gets, like, or she gets, like, a bit pissed, keep doing the same old thing, you know, they probably, like, give me the, you know, enough for now, you know, I need a break for a month. And I'll be willing, like, so, yeah, no problem, fucking take a month off, guy, you know. And, like, you know, I'll say to him a month or two later, can we start again? And, you know, if activity starts again, that'd be fucking crazy, it really would. Like, what else? What else was being said? What's that? I missed that. Hang on. What? I can't even fucking do my screen properly. I'll keep. Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't even read the chat because it's going too fast. I will recommend something. Oh. Kev's not seen them yet. He will love them. Well, if you fucking show Kev, you ain't going to be able to give me them, are you? Because he's going to fucking keep them. You know what? I'll tell you what else I would like here. I've got 3. I'll tell you what I would like. I've got 3 of them. I'd like another Gollywood doll. A bigger one. One which may have like some kind of like spiritual attachment to it. And, you know, every time you do like a little session with it, you know, the K2 meter will go crazy, the REM pod or the DC box will go crazy. You'll get like voices coming through. They do say like some of the old antique stuff do carry, you know, a lot of energies attached to them. So it depends on how long that person had them for. If it's a collector, if it like, you know, someone like picking that object up day in and day out. You know, it could be like, say like a watch someone wore. And, you know, when they died, their spiritual energy was still attached to the watch. And, you know, after that person was buried, activity occurred in the room he used to be in all the time. And, you know, with the watch still being on the side or something, but when they put the watch away, the activity stops. But when they get it out, the activity starts again. That'd be cool. I really just want something haunted. You know, like, I know those are giving me stuff, and I've got stuff off the dolls. I've had stuff off the doll that Cat gave me. I had the stuff off the doll that I got from Gen T. I've had stuff off the doll I got from Kelly. All those dolls had an attachment to them, but you know, you can't turn around and, well, I can't turn around and say, well, what was attached to those dolls is still there, because I do believe that after a certain time, if that spirit, that attachment wants to move on, they will move on. And you know, I've got like 100+ dolls. Now, last time I spoke to Abby, she said 80 was still active, while there's about 30 which were empty. So I still got to go in the living room and start doing a little session with my pendulum. Because what I did do on my last doll video, well, not my last doll video, but one of my doll videos, I went round there in the living room. I said, right, if it's active, make it go back or forwards. If it's non-active, make it go circle. And every time I went out to doll, if it was swinging back and forwards, it meant there was something attached to it still. And if there wasn't, then it just go circle. Now, someone would say, well, if it's circle, it means, you know, how can it be going circle? There's nothing attached to it. Because what was happening was that Abby was telling me if the doll was active or not. Or not active, but if it had some spiritual attachment to it. So it wasn't the spirit saying, well, yeah, I'm active. Then I go to another one and I go like, is there a spirit attached to it? And it goes, no, I'm not active, because it ain't a ghost. It's not spirit. It's not the energy that's attached to the doll that's telling me. It's Abby was telling me what was possibly still attachment spirit energy to it, or if there wasn't any spiritual attachment to it. So there's like, and I sorted them all out. All the ones which were more, had like a spiritual energy attachment to it, I'm putting one side of the room, and the ones which had none, or were like empty vessels, went on the other side of the room. The ones on the side of the room where the book cupboard is the ones which are empty vessels. Now, people have said to me like, well, if you're so skint with your money, why don't you sell your dolls? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, why should I sell my dolls All right, I bought them for a certain reason, because I believe that a lot of them do have spiritual attachments to them, and I do not believe in selling a haunted doll to someone else and make things worse for them. And I'm not saying that the dolls that, or the spirit, if there is any spiritual attachments to them, I'm not saying that, because I had activity, it doesn't mean if I sold a doll with that attachment to it, it's going to give any kind of like results or activity to the new person that bought it. Two, I can't prove that there's attachments to them dolls. It's only what I'm getting from Abby. Three, I'll probably only get probably a quarter of what I pay for the dolls. Like if I bought a doll for like £50, I may only get like £15. But if I could prove that a doll was really spiritually active on that doll, I could probably sell it for hundreds. But again, I don't want to be doing that because I don't know what that spirit could be like on that doll. It could be nice to me and, demonically evil to a new owner. And I don't want it happening. And, I just feel like those dolls are here for a certain reason. They're meant to be here. So why don't I sell my ghost hunting equipment? Because it's taken me a bloody long time to save up the money, again, just like the dolls, to buy that equipment, to use that equipment, to try to get proof and evidence for that equipment, or only to sell it for a fraction of what I paid for. No, because if I were to sell it, I'm going to need to buy it again. And that means I'm going to have to get the money to buy that item again, which could cost me, some of the camcorders I've got here, it cost me £100, £150. If I sold one of the camcorders that cost me £150, I may only get 50 for it. And then later on, I'm going to think, oh shit, I wish I never sold that camcorder. I need to buy another one again. And that means I'm going to have to spend that another £150. That means spending that another £100 plus to get that camera again. See what I mean? Well, why don't you sell the equipment that you make? I could do, but the thing is, I'm not going through all that shit again like I did last year. There are certain people saying I was making hundreds of thousands of pounds on eBay when I wasn't. I'm not going for that shit again. If I make anything, it's for me. I may make something for a family. I may make the odd one for a friend. I'm not going to stick on eBay and start fucking making 10 or 20 for people to turn around and start fucking causing me shit again. I'll only build what I need to build. And the things I'm going to build, I do need a couple more DC boxes for myself. I may make one for a certain person. And I may make another one of those soft toy wearing boxes, because I don't know where my other one is. A bit like the Boo Bear, make my own Boo Bear one. I need to find a bigger stuffed toy this time, because the one I made was in a small one. It's all kind of cramped in and compacted, and the 9-volt battery was stuck on the back of the toy. So I need to find a big enough toy to actually make my own. I want to actually get a proper bear. Look for a bear in the charity shop or something, and then make my own Boo Bear again. So the other ones I made was a Boo Bear Tiger and a Boo Bear Zebra. And as I say, I gave one to Living Dead Paranormal. All the stuff that Living Dead Paranormal, electronic wise, ghost boxes, their multi box, their DC box, their ghost box, all was given to them free of charge from me. I made it, I posted it to them free. So where people can turn around and say, well, Steve never gives nothing out, that's bullshit, because I've given Living Dead Paranormal a load of gear. If I had to add the cost up, I'd say at least nearly $1,000 worth of gear. That's how much I could have made on it. But they got it all free of charge. I've given stuff out free of charge. I've done competitions with stuff free. And no one had to pay a penny towards the postage. But that's all fucking blown out the window now, because I just don't trust people nowadays, you know. No, because I could be doing something for someone, and like they might say, well, I want to buy something off you, and I'll say, well, I'll sell you it, and they probably go around and say, oh, he's selling stuff again, no, let's go and report the company, you know. I'm not falling for all that shit. Although I am covered, so I filled a form out with the DWP, and I was entitled to make up to £100 a week. But I stopped because I couldn't go for the shit anymore. I just couldn't handle the bullshit, the hassle. And as I said, anything that's given to me from anyone when they think he's got some kind of like spiritual attachment to it, and they don't want it, and they send it to me, it doesn't get sold. It doesn't get given away. I keep it. It doesn't matter if there's activity on it for 2 days and suddenly all activity ceases off it. I'm not going to give it away because I'm not getting activity off it again. It's like that clock which someone gave me. You know, he said it's a family member. I said who it was. He sent it to me. It wasn't working. The day he sent it to me, all the activity in his house stopped. I didn't have to pay postage on it. He gave it to me as a gift. When I got it, the clock wasn't working. He said it wasn't working. But as soon as I had it in here and I looked at it, I thought, I need to, I don't know why, but I just wanted to do a little bit of research on it. As soon as I started researching the clock started ticking. No accord of itself, it just started ticking. And it ticked for a week, then stopped. And while it was ticking, I was getting activity. I was getting EVPs, I was getting hits on a K2 meter. My DC box was going off, I was getting shadows. I was getting like, which I thought was voices. But after a week, it stopped. And I feel like whoever was attached to that, well, I know who was attached to it, I can't remember the name, but it's a relative of the person who gave me the clock, who had died. He was a clock repairer. The clock came from Croydon. I think it was Smith and Sons sold a part of their business to like small businesses, and one of the small businesses was in Croydon, and the clock somehow got to Croydon, I think. Can't remember, but I've got the video up somewhere. But when I received the clock, all activity at that person's house stopped. I had a bit of activity for a week, then it stopped. And I think that the spirit does go back to that person's house time to time, just to see what's going on with the family members. But as I say, like, you know, you can't expect a spirit to stay attached to an item indefinite. If they want to move on, they will move on. It doesn't matter what you say. You know, you can't demand them. You can't really bind them to that object, not unless it's say dark, demonic, evil intent to harm and possibly try to kill you. And there has been situations like the divot box. Now, I've had 2 divot boxes, but they ain't fucking divot boxes. They're just like someone put a few little bits in, fucking put some wax on it and say, hey, this is a haunted divot box. No, a real divot box. I've seen a couple on eBay, like $15,000 or whatever it is. They may be real divot boxes. No one should really sell a divot box, in my way. You know, like, I can understand someone like, you know, probably buying a divot box at a flea market or something, like, you know, the actual divot box movie, which was based on a true story. Little girl buys one, opens it up and gets possessed by the divot itself. And luckily, eventually, things do work out, but the guy, the Jewish guy who performs the ritual to put the divot box back, put the divot back into the box itself, gets into a car accident and crashes and dies. The box goes flying out of the car, and some other unlucky soul comes along and probably picks it up and starts getting activity. But the divot box is a box where a evil spirit person has been captured in some way and bound in that box, so it should never be allowed to come out. And the original divot boxes have certain hidden secret, like, latches to keep that box locked. Not like, you know, just a normal key. It's like a box which is like a puzzle, you know, kind of thing. And that puzzle's the key. And if someone's lucky enough and stupid enough to find that key to unlock that box, you know, figure out that puzzle, then that's going to release that entity. Then they're going to have a hell to pay for. But to me, I don't think, you know, although I said I'd love to have a divot box, and I said I wouldn't open the divot boxes, and I did open a divot box because I knew it wasn't a real divot box. I said, I'm going to open it because I know there's nothing in it. And I opened one, and all that was in there was 2 cards, same card, duplicate card, and that was it. I didn't get no activity. I didn't feel like any dark demonic entities around me. I wasn't getting attacked, abused. Nothing crazy was going on. It's just a box with 2 cards in, with wax melted over it, and someone said it's a haunted divot box. Now, I bought one. Rose gave me one. I opened them. Well, the one which is the plastic box, that's got like a cloth toy in it. I think hang on a minute, let me see if I've got it in the kitchen. Hold on. I think Rose got me this one. I'm not 100% sure. But this is supposed to be a divot box. A plastic box covered with glue. It's got a toy in it. Got chicken bones in it. And it's got herbs in it. And it's got a couple of little crystals in. Chicken bone. Some little crystals. And I think one of them crystals is a tiger's eye. One is a quartz. I think the other one might be rose crystal. And that's supposed to be a haunted divot box. K2 don't work. Never had anything on this. If that was active, that would give me activity. It went off then. Nothing really. Well, it's actually going off now. All right. Is there a spoot in that box? Light up red if there is. Could just be a K2 meter malfunction. Is there a spoot in that box? Now that is going off. You can see it going off. But it don't prove to me that there's a ghost in that box, a spook in that box. Is there a spook attached to this box? Well, both K2 meters went off. But that don't mean shit to me. Doesn't prove that there's a spook attached to it. Light that up as strong and as powerful as you can. Okay. Make this move. Give me activity on this box. So I'm holding the grey one. Because I knocked it then. Now look, if I knock it, it sets it off. So why would someone make something as plain as simple as that and cast that as a divot box? Why is there a toy in there? Why is there chicken bones in there? Why is there crystals in there? Why is there herbs in there? That's the kind of things they would use as something personal in a divot box. But why put it in a plastic box and then glue it? That doesn't prove to me that there's anything attached to it. I could open it up. It's only hot glued. Just like the other one, I could open it up. If anything happens, then it happens. If it don't, it don't. But I have kept my word that I will not open this for a while. I may open it in a few weeks. I might open it in a couple of months. I might open it at the end of the year. But to me, nothing proves to me that there's a spirit inside this box. Why if I shake it and I'm pissing the spirit off inside? If I was pissing it off, it'd be giving me what for right now, wouldn't it, eh? Like that up red. Got a scratch down here. It's actually cracked. So I don't know how that crack got there. Because the K2 meter's going off, it don't prove it to me. Light it up red. Light it up to here. The end, the red, if you can. Come on, red, not orange. Yellow. You're doing yellow. I want red. Now that went red, then that might probably went orange then. Well, I pissed off a spirit in there by shaking it. Come light up again. As soon as I light up again, it went off. I want you to hit red if there's a spirit in there. Use my energy if you need to. I've already been drained once tonight. Are you a child? Flash twice if you're a child. Went 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Light it twice now. Do. Did it? Wait, do. What are you trying to do? Fucking Morse code or something? I don't know Morse code. Apart from dash, dot, dash is SOS. So that don't prove nothing. No, because K2 meter's going off. So I know something sent off. It could be a spiritual energy, but unless crazy shit started happening, that's not a divot box to me. If it was a divot box and there was an angry spirit in there, fucking my room would be fucking shaking by now. And it ain't. A real divot box would do that kind of shit. It would possess me. It'd make me do really weird shit. It'd probably like fucking throw me across the room. The lights be fucking going on and off. My house would be like if it's in the fucking earthquake. No, it ain't. Don't mean shit. I was just trying to read back on a little bit of the chat. Hey, self, is it self? Checking in amigos. Hey, amigo. I can't scroll up. Well, every time I scroll up, it goes up instead of down. Saw Leslie come in. Every time I try to read the chat, it goes too fast up. See something about a little robot with a robot helmet. Not a doll, but she sent me some. She saw one of the dolls move. See, that's another thing I'd like. That would prove to me that an object is possibly haunted. Now, I've only had my dolls kind of fall down, not move, and they fell down in the kitchen. I'll tell you what. That one don't work. don't have my not DC box. I don't have a what's the name box in here. 1 minute. I'm just going to quickly go to the bathroom. Right, got some orange and black currant juice. Right, I'm gonna put on. This weren't gonna be like a fucking paranormal night tonight, as in proper paranormal. Notice my camera went up instead of down. It's still not going down. Right, this weren't gonna be a paranormal. I want to try something out. I'm gonna stick the afterlife box on and do a little ghost box session. That's the cat fucking around. Right, so probably loading up first. Not done a proper system cleanup since I played Justified.
Or castle.
They're loose.
Right, spirits. Hello, Roger. Roger Dodger. Right, listen. Spirits. Tell me what kind of box that is I just brought in. What's it supposed to be? What kind of box is it supposed to be? Begin with D.
We are children.
We are children.
Plainly.
What box is that meant to be?
Brings up. Okay.
What's in the box, if anything? Dib. It just said dib. Don't mean shit, dib.
On the front.
Sorry, he said.
What's in the box? What's the blue thing?
That is.
What's the blue thing in the box? Light up this device. Light that up for me. Light up K2 meter.
On a hood.
Light up K2 meter. It might take a few minutes for them to work out how to operate the software, if they know how to do the software. But we don't get note on the. We don't get note on that. We try the proper ghost box. One that Rose sent me. Robert's ghost box. What kind of box is that supposed to be?
Smoke out.
I'll give you a clue. A clown box.
According to
A drawing box. A divot box. A music box. A play box. What is it supposed to be? I've already told you.
Calm.
In with those. Come on, what is it?
However.
I heard dib, but that don't mean shit. I want to know the full word. I've given you clues already. I've given you 4 or 5 clues just then. The K2 meter just went off. Light the K2 meter up again. Have you just done that? What kind of box is it supposed to be?
Shut
up, Cammy. Go and sit down. I'm not picking you up. You're molting. Go sit down. Is it supposed to be a drawing box, a music box, a divot box, a plate box, or a drawing box? What kind of box is it meant to be?
I am. Rad.
Kono made a fucking movie on it. A true story, based on a true story about a girl picking one up at a flea store. Garage sale. Come telling me you ain't gonna scare the fuck out of music. I already said the word 3 times, maybe 4. I want to know what box it is, or supposed to be.
Wait.
All right then. Yes or no? All we got to do is say yes or no. Is there anything inside that box?
Spirit of
Is there anything inside that box?
No.
Doll? Well, there's a teddy bear in it. Is there a spirit of a person inside that plastic box? Yes or no? More than one. Female said no, then a younger female said more than one. What, is there more than one spirit inside the box?
eight. Thing to fluff.
It's what? I think you said it worries you. You don't worry me. Been in the box in the kitchen with that evil little shitbag doll.
He's all
That just went off. I heard that. Come right up then.
Amongst the people.
Prove to me that there's something over there. Did you? It clicked. I think that's the DC box then.
The road.
Is there anything evil in that box? Yes or no?
Could have met.
Said behind you. It's going off. It's not lighting up, but you can hear it slightly going off the DC box. Come light up for me. Stop fucking around. I want to see the lights light up. Right, it's a divot box. It's supposed to be a divot box. It's supposed to have a so-called evil spirit inside it. Yes or no? The cat keeps running around for some reason. Go and sit down. I'm not picking you up. Go and sit down. Go and sit down.
What's the letter?
What bones are inside there? What kind of bone? Something about the hand. Evil. What kind of evil? Because you're saying things, it don't really prove to me that there is something evil.
In the update.
If there's something evil, then you need to prove that there's something evil.
I recrown occupant.
Is there anything evil in there, in that box? Is that why whatever might be in there is bound in there? Because to me, I don't believe there's any spirits attached to that box or inside that box. I think it's bullshit, to be honest. As soon as I was bullshit, it went to the... Come on, light the box up.
Splendid.
I can hear it going, but that don't prove nothing. That could just be the battery running low.
We're coming.
If you're trying to communicate with me through the DC box, then
I had
light up more. Make the lights flash. Good.
never.
Never. Don't then. Fuck you. I do not believe that there is a spirit attached or inside that box. If there is, you need to prove it to me.
God.
It could just be the battery going low, as I said. That could be the battery going low. I've already... There, the light sets it off. I've proven that before. When the battery goes off, you do sometimes get oh look, I've got brand new batteries, right? Sealed batteries.
It's not.
It is a new battery. Don't fucking argue with me. Right, brand new battery going on it, yeah?
People.
That's the old one.
We've grown. Right, there's the other one. That's the old one. Right, you can see me. Put them over here.
Picture man.
Right,
Have some.
change the battery and now start setting it off. Prove to me that it was a spirit. Because that don't mean shit to me. It going off.
Oh.
What? Time is it?
Continue.
Son.
1:27. Can't start setting it off now. Because as Shadow said, that could be the battery going flat, and I believe it was the battery going flat.
Yellow room.
And we could probably debunk it that it was the battery going flat.
Yes, that.
So I've already done videos regarding false readings when batteries go low. Because if that was a real spirit, that would have been able to light that up without no problems. Like so. Should have done that. Not just slightly, so we can hear it. You're not even lighting up the K2 meter like you was doing. So unless the spirit was using my energy to light the K2 meters up, unless it's my energy lighting the K2 meters up. I do not believe that there was a spirit attached to that divot box. I'm sorry to say. So they're bollocks. Now look, there's a radio there. Push that red button. Push that red button right there. That's me setting it off. That should stop me. Push that red button to turn the radio on. That'd be amazing. Can you do that? Go on.
Oh, where you are.
View from the.
What did I do today with my hair?
But with that.
You like my hair bald? Well shaved.
That must be.
You know, I'm doubting things. I'm beginning to doubt things. I don't think I've got as many spirits in here as I was supposed to have. I think many have decided to move on. I probably might even have half a dozen or a dozen, if that. I'm going to have to do a session with the dolls, with the pendulum, see what ones are active again with Abby. I do not believe that box is a divot box, and I'm going to open that. I might open that now. What do you reckon? Thing is, I'm going to get shit all over the floor. All that herb stuff.
Protectors.
I'd like to know where did that come from. All right, something pricks my arm then. What do you reckon? Open the box?
Who's God?
I don't think there's nothing in there apart from that toy.
Learn. So
So I might not do it tonight, but I probably will do it sometime soon.
Once.
negative.
The negative? What negative? Is my YouTube frozen or something?
Sweet.
Raining.
Like raining? Or is it raining? I don't know.
Dwelling.
It's supposed to rain. No, it ain't. I can't see no. I can't see no rain on my DVR.
It's time you did it.
Find among the
If there's a spirit in that box, is it a male or female? Boy or girl?
century. Yup.
What's coming? You keep saying coming. What's coming?
God.
God's coming. Taking a bloody long time then, isn't he?
By the two.
Right. Okay. Let's try the physical ghost box, shall we? Hello. Actually, I want to find the other one. Let me find the other ghost box. The one, not the one we'll use this one. That one's better than this one, actually. Turn on. This is one that Rose sent me, just like the other one. I've got to find out what frequency that ain't the thing, I think. Right, what box is that, Spirits? Can you tell me on the radio what kind of box that's meant to be? I think I just heard it said Dibble. What box is it? Say it again. Is there a spirit inside that box? Yes or no? Can you try and set off those devices over there? Yeah, do it then. Come on. Set them off. That's what they're there for. Are you weak? Just saw flashing in my door again. If that's a spirit flashing, that must take energy. Come in here and use that energy, set off my devices, please. I do not believe that's a divot box. It's just something that someone put inside of a plastic box and sealed it. If that's a proper divot box, say divot box on the radio. How many spirits do I have in this flat left now? Give me a number. I think they said hit me or hate me or something. Say ghost box or spirit box. What's my cat's name? Yeah, who said Steve? Hello? Can you please tell me the person's name who said Steve? Friend? Yeah, what's your name? Whoever said Steve, friend, what's your name? Come on the mail. Who said Steve, friend, what's your name, please? Female said Frank. Frankie. Funny enough, I've been watching Frankie on PC videos the last few days. And that's, but honestly, I've been watching Frankie's on PC Daisy videos. Have you been watching Frankie with me? They actually said Mossies. David Mossies. Is David here? If so, David, say your name. Yeah, Sada and Jack, whatever his name. I think Jack is Sada, isn't he? I'm not sure. Sounds a bit like him. Frankie stopped doing videos. He hasn't done a video for a year. I don't know why. I think he stopped because of personal problems. Just saw another flash. What kind of game have I been playing lately? What's it about? What kind of things attack me on Just Daisy? What's those human-like things that attacks me?
Hey Chris, how's it going? I was talking about your clock earlier. Let's turn this off for a minute. See, Chris was the one who sent me the clock, and you know, he will back me up, 100%. Yeah. Before he sent me the clock, he was getting a lot of activity. At least I think it was Chris. So I can't even bloody remember now. He was getting a lot of activity in his house, and he said that he was going to send me it. And the day he sent me that clock, all activity stopped. Now, I didn't get the activity that he was getting, but when I got the clock, it wasn't working. It wasn't ticking at all. But as soon as I started doing research with the clock in here, it started ticking, which was crazy. Because why would that clock suddenly tick for no apparent reason when I started researching it? Hello, Joe Andy. Hello, Lost Scotsman. Yes, me with the clock. Who's the Lost Scotsman? I'm confused now. Who's the Lost Scotsman? I know Christopher Mole sent me some stuff, and you know, I've got like several things from a couple of people, like the Trent chart. I was getting hits on the K2 meters with that because I believe with the Trent chart, you know, the tail of that was made from a mortar. That's it, Christopher Mole. Yeah, stop changing your bloody username. Getting me confused now. Yeah, Christopher is the one who sent me the clock, and he's the one who sent me, I believe, the Trent chart. When I got that, I was getting hits on the K2 meter. I did a little bit of research on that as well. The tail was from a mortar. I don't know where the lighter came from, but there is a lighter inside it. And I had a little bit of activity off it, but then it stopped. So yeah. Who sent me the clock? Who sent me the Trent chart? Tell me the person's name. Give me the first name of the person who sent me the clock and the Trent chart. Okay, who sent me the Doltina? Who sent me Tina? I'm not sure, but a few seconds ago, I thought I heard Mel say Rose, but I'm not sure. What did I eat today? Tell me, what did I eat? Hey, Gilbert. Thank you, Leslie, for the £2 donation. Appreciate that. I've just got it on my mobile notification. So if you are going to do a donation, don't do it through Super Chat. You can put it through PayPal. The link's down there. That way I won't get the 30% fucking taken off me super chat in the future. What device am I holding up in my hand? Can you tell me what this is? What is it? I thought I just heard you say it, actually. I thought I just heard it again. Phone. What is this? What device is it? So I've not heard that go off since I put new batteries in. So Shadow was right. Thank you for that again, Leslie. So I don't know how to use the software that some people use. See, there is software that you can use, but you have to use it through OBS to let people know that people have donated. But Leslie's donated twice just then. Thank you very much for that, Leslie. Do appreciate that. I prefer to go through PayPal now instead of like what's the name? Through Super Chat, because Super Chat's taking 30% off every time I get a donation. I don't know if PayPal's taking anything off. Let me just check. If they do, it's only like pennies. We're not fucking like 30% like Super Chat does. What's going on? Yeah, they have been taking off. They took off the first one. You done a £2 donation. I got £1.73. So I took 27 pence off that one. And then on the other one, I got £4.63. So I took 37p off the other one. There is another way you can do it just by asking my PayPal username. And then that way you can send it through as a gift. Let me just put it down. You can send it through that way, through my PayPal that way. Not saying do another one because you've done 2 already, which I'm grateful for. I don't know how much PayPal takes off. I know I just said like 17p then 37p. So 17p is 1.7%, I think, off £2. 3.7 off 5. Something like that. I don't know. But thank you again anyway. Yeah, you're great. Lovely. Wonderful. Hey, Mary. I won't be on much longer. 1:45. They just said, nice one, I think. Nice one. Yeah, nice one. See, people care. Don't they? Tell me the person's name who sent me a donation. Can you say a name, please? I just heard Les. Who's the person who sent me a donation? Well, I'm going to scan downwards for 5 minutes. Well, that's scanning downwards now. Who sent me some money? Tell me the person's name. Is there anything attached inside that box? That so-called divot box? Yes or no? How many spirits are in this room with me right now? Can you give me a number? I thought I heard someone say many. Female went many. I'm not sure. What's the name of the person at Rose's house? The bad one. What's his name? What did she call him? What does Rose call the spirit that's at her house who's upsetting her all the time? Say again? What's the nasty spirit's name at Rose's? What does she call him? Well, I'm not sure. I could just be hearing things, but about 30 seconds ago, when I asked, what's the spirit's name? The one who's causing Rose issues, or whatever I said. I heard a female saying in the background, grumpy, but I'm not 100% sure. I could just think I've heard it. I don't know. Right, it's grumpy evil. Say grumpy if he's evil. Come on, say grumpy if he's evil. If he's evil, say grumpy. Try to grumpy bastard come down here for once. That's me setting it off. I'm turning these off. I'm not getting that one, so I'm just shutting these down. Because I do not believe that that box is any way or no longer spiritually active. And I'm not even going to put it back in the box. I'm just leaving it in here tonight. Fuck it. If anything happens, it happens. But I don't think anything will happen. Because I now am beginning to be a little bit skeptical with some of this shit. Right, let's turn this off. See, I never did ever think I would say this, but I'm getting a little bit skeptical about shit now. You know I've had activity here. Yes, 100%. I've had that dark apparition in the living room after we've done some murder mysteries and unsolved cases. I've had that white one in the living room. I've had things thrown at me. I've been punched, scratched. You know, things move. Dolls being knocked down. So yeah, I believe all that. You know, that's happened. I've witnessed it. So I do know things do happen here, but I am getting a little bit kind of not worried, but kind of thinking that there isn't as much here as there used to be, because I do believe that they can move on when they want to. They ain't going to sit around performing clown tricks for you. You know, I've always said that they can go whenever they want to go, and I do believe a lot have moved on, which is good for them. But it's good when you ask things to happen, like, you know, that's why I want something kind of like really haunted, to get even more proof, more results. You know, first class kind of like recorded activity. But at the moment, I don't think nothing's going to happen because it is so quiet here. I know I keep saying I see something like near the door. I keep saying those white flashes, but that could just be my figment of imagination. I could be thinking I was seeing it. You know, unless like something white flashed next to me right now, and I saw it and you saw it, then fair enough. But you know, I am seeing like flash the white light near the door, but that could just be my own subconsciousnness thinking that I'm seeing it. You know. Unless something happened in here right now. No, this place ain't as active as it used to be. I think it's kind of gone dormant for a bit. Unless I get something which is, you know, 100% pure, spiritually active, that's going to kick in and start off the activity again, then it's going to be great. But I don't think that's going to happen. Not for a while yet. No, someone could turn, like Rose, you know, say I love her dearly. She sent me stuff what has given her activity. But when I got it, practically nothing. The only one that's given me activity was Tina. And maybe Charlie. He gave me some hits on a K2 meters. Maybe one or two other dolls that gave me K2 hits, but that's it, you know. I do feel that if a spirit isn't comfortable being in a new location, they could go back to where they came from, even if they're not attached to that item which they came to in the first place. So Rose sent me 10 dolls what were supposed to be really active, really like energetically, kind of like spiritually active, and I was getting a shitload of activity from them. That activity could last for days, weeks, months, maybe years. I don't know, but I could get something that was really spiritually active at her place. Let's say like she sent me a doll and it was a grumpy ass that was causing all the activity here. And, you know, she sends Grumpy down to me attached to a doll, and I could start getting activity off him for a couple of days, and all of a sudden it stops. And in those couple of days, Rose could have had like nothing but peace and quiet. no activity at all. But if Grumpy isn't happy being here because he knows that he's not scaring the shit out of me, and he knows that he's giving Rose hell, he's going to go back to Rose. He's not going to be worried about what he was attached to when he came down here, because they can attach themselves and detach themselves to anything they want to. And if he feels like, nah, fuck you, Stu, I'm going back to give Rose hell, he will do. Now, spirits can be, they can follow you. You can bring them home without even knowing about it. Now, you could go to a cemetery and, you know, you could do a ghost hunt. You say your prayers, you know, you say no one's allowed to come home with you, but even prayers may not stop a spirit to follow you home. You know, you can't find a spirit down in a cemetery, not unless you're, I suppose, possibly like a religious person, you know, like a priest, a vicar or something. Maybe that may help to stop any spirits following you home. But, you know, if you're doing a ghost hunt in a cemetery and you just say a prayer, the prayer may not even stop them. It might even piss them off and say, well, fuck you, you know, we don't like, you know, prayers being said here. You know, we're going to follow you home. And they might follow you home and give you hell from, you know, that day. And they may give you hell for days, weeks, months, even years. You don't know. But when I get stuff here, you know, I do get activity off them for a few days, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two. Then nothing. Why? Maybe because they don't want to give that activity. They just want to go dormant and be left alone. Maybe they've done what they need to do, you know, prove themselves that they was around, and they've decided that that's enough, you know, and they're not going to be clowned around anymore. It's not a circus to them. They're going to move on to the other side or go to their family, their loved ones or whatever. They may even go back to the person who sent them down in the first place and say, well, you know, you shouldn't have sent us down. You know, well, fuck you, we're going to give you more activity than you fucking will want now, because we didn't want to go down there. You sent us down there, and that's pissed us off. So now we're coming back to give you fucking revenge. And that could happen. So, you know, someone could send me the most haunted item in the fucking world, and it doesn't mean I'm going to get that activity from them. You know, even if they've sent me fucking, what's his name now? Robert, that haunted doll, Robert. Or, what's that other one? The other haunted doll that Sex got. Annabelle. You know, they could send me fucking Robert and Annabelle, and the people who have owned them have had nothing but fucking shitload of activity, possibly bad luck, you know, crazy ass shit going on. I could get them. I might have that for a little while, and suddenly it might all fucking disappear. You know, it's down to the spirits. They want to keep giving you that activity or not. And you know, I have had activity, you know, but I do believe that after a while they do attend to like just say fuck it, you know, I'll give up. I'm gonna go. I'll leave them alone there, kind of thing. But you will get like the odd spirit who will fuck around and cause you aggravation throughout your whole fucking lifetime. Now, I'm not asking for spirits to come down and give me bad luck and fucking cause me grief and harm and all this negative shit. Yeah, I can understand that they're going to give some of it, but I don't want to be like having a spirit that's going to like constantly scratching me, you know, a real demonic demon type spirit. I don't mind a playful spirit, you know, where they flicker the lights or turn the remote control on. But, you know, there's got to be like an on and off button to them. You've got to say, right, not tonight, you know, you've got to let me sleep. And they will obey by your rules and regulations. And, you know, if they're happy enough to do any kind of activity when you ask them, and that's great, you know, because it shows that they are still around. But, you know, the thing is, you may get shit lot of activity, right? And it could be recorded, but even the recorder might not pick it up. You know, you could hear the noises, and because like my DVRs don't have sound, the only way I would be able to hear them is either verbally or if I had an audio recorder in that room and it was recording through my DVR 24/7, and you could actually hear it like you've heard them before on my recordings, on my live streams, where you've heard noises in the kitchen, knocks, bangs, like rattles. You've seen a bloody bowl move on its own, seen dolls being knocked down, not just in the kitchen but in the living room, seen some shit happening there. Now, you know, unless it's like that, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, and it wasn't crazy ass shit, and it's just like playful stuff, that's great. That's what I'm looking for. But that playful stuff could end up. I thought I saw something go across my bed then. That ain't the cat, 'cause she's on the windowsill. Oh, I'm sure I saw something go across that way, towards the cat, like a shadow. Could be my imagination here. You know, but playful stuff can end up being, you know, hardcore, raw, evil kind of stuff. Because that's how some stuff actually start off with, apparently. Like, first of all, you hear like a child giggling or running around and like hearing little knocks and taps and stuff. And you think, oh, it's only a child spirit, I'll leave it alone, you know, it's not going to cause any harm. And once they know that you know that they're there, they might start causing more intense stuff. They might start fucking like throwing things at you, like poltergeist stuff. You know, crazy, like flashing TVs on and off and the lights flashing on and off constantly, you know, 24/7. You know, I do want some of that, but not 24/7. You know, I wouldn't mind catching it on the odd occasion to show that people, you know, I am still getting it and it's still around. But I would not like it anything demonic. Now, the spirits have told me that I'll probably do an investigation one day and I'll probably end up tackling a demonic spirit. When that'll be, I don't know. I've got a smell in here. Earlier, right, and I swear on this, it smelled like shit. Felt like, you know, it really smelled like shit, and I thought the cat had shitted in the hallway. And I got up and I went in there, and she hadn't shitted. And I've come in here, and the smell gone. And I'm sitting here, playing Justified, and suddenly the smell came back. It smelled like shit. So I turned around, and I went, have you shit yourself, cat, or something? And she's just laying there sleeping. No, it's not like the smell of a fart shit. It smelled like shit, real shit. Now, I've got a smell here, but no, actually, before I carry on now, like, I did smell earlier the smell of smoke as well. Like, not tobacco smoke, but as in like wood smoke burning. It was only for a few seconds. Now, I know I cooked chicken and herb yesterday, but that smell is not like the smell of burning wood. It didn't smell like the cooking smell of burning meat or anything. It smelled like the smell of burning wood for a few seconds. Now I've got a different smell. And it does smell slightly the same kind of thing, like a faint smell of burning wood. Now, you know I don't smoke. I gave up vaping because it was costing me money to vape. The smell of cooking is not that. I've got a smell, a slight. I've got a slight smell of burning wood. Yeah, no one would be burning any kind of bonfire at night, not this time of night. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the there's something on the fucking wall in the hallway, and I'm thinking, what the hell was that? It's just the intercom thing. Looks like a face coming out the wall, but it's not. It's the intercom. I'm actually going to sit here for a little while now, be quiet, see if I can sense anything. I'm not even going to try to talk as much, actually. It's 12 minutes past 2. In about 18 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. So I'm just going to sit here quiet and let you talk. I'll try to keep an eye on chat. Just see if I can sense anything. I'll even stick the DC box on the bed for a little bit. And I'll stick the K2 meter on it as well. Oh, I might fall asleep. See, I'd like to do an EVP, but I don't think my phone is charged up. No, it's not charged. Yeah, I'll charge it up actually. So I'll take it out. If I do go out and do a little walk around on the common, I might take that with me. Let's do an EVP with this. I'll put it on the bed. And then I'll press record. Right, if there's just saw a flash again. If there's anyone in here with me right now, can you please come forward and tell me your name by talking into that white box on the bed? It won't harm you, it's just a recorder, voice recorder. It may pick up your voice. Well, I may not hear your voice, that may pick up your voice and I can play it back and hear you. So can you tell me your name and where you come from, please? Are you a good-natured spirit? Or are you a bad spirit? Or are you mischievous, playful? How long have you been here? What is your purpose of being here? Have I attracted you here, or you come here on your own free will? And lastly, if Abby or Tina's here, can you please shout out your name so I know you're still around? Abby and Tina. Can you shout your name out for us, please? Oh, lastly, what's the burning smell I can smell? What's causing the burning? What is causing the burning smell? Where's it coming from? Okay, thank you. All right. See you later, Chris. Thanks for stopping in, yeah? All right, hope that works. There's anyone in here right now? Please come forward and tell. Let's see if I can put it on the amplifier. If I can find this in the jig. The mouse is caught up. I'm going to turn it on too loud. What was the speaker? That one. Name by talking into that white box on the bed. Now, right, there you are. Hello. Just saw a flash again. There's anyone in here with me right now? Can you please come forward and tell me your name by talking into that white box on the bed? It won't harm you. It's just a recorder, voice recorder. It may pick up your voice. Although I may not hear your voice, that may pick up your voice and I can play it back and hear you. So can you tell me your name and where you come from, please? I'm hearing like a faint voice saying, Henry. Henry, I'm hearing Henry. Right there. Right there. Henry. Henry. Definitely hearing. Are you a good natured spirit? Or are you a bad spirit? Or are you mischievous, playful? How long have you been here?
What's your purpose of being here? Have I attracted you here, or have you come here on your own free will? And lastly, if Abby or Tina's here, can you please shout out your name so I know you're still around? Abby and Tina. Can you shout your name out for us, please? Oh, lastly, what's the burning smell I can smell? What's causing the person? What is causing the burning smell? Where's it coming from? Okay, thank you.
Well, what I heard was the one. Anyway, what I'm going to do is just do one more, but I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to put it on the bed for about a minute. Right here. Just record for about a minute, starting from now. What's happening there? What's that? "30 seconds gone." Yeah. I heard the boom. Yeah. Around about 40 seconds.
It's all until like a hobby cut, or it's not here like that.
I've got to stop it. So it's 40 seconds. Like a, just that weird boom noise. I'll turn this off now. So Henry, I heard, and then boom, 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 boom. So we're not got much on EVP, have we? So a little bit of waste of time on that, really. Right, well, I'm going to fuck off, guys. Get some rest. Try and have a little bit of an earlier night tonight. No, my luck. I probably won't go to bed for another hour, but I'm going to shut the stream down. And I know it's going to rain today, so I can't really go out today unless the weather changes. But I will take on Monday my head cam and do a little walk around. May take the K2 meter, maybe if I can find my Sangium ghost box, take that with me. Take K2 meter with me. And maybe my camera. Let me just take a few pictures quickly. I can't do that, the battery's gone flat. Right, the batteries are flat. Battery flat. I've got some other batteries, I don't know if they're charged, but I'll have to find the batteries, so I may take that one with me, otherwise I'll have to dig out one of my other battery cameras that takes normal batteries. So yeah, again, thanks for the donation, Leslie, appreciate that. Yeah, every little counts, and that will go towards my metal detector when I've got the money, if I get the money for it. Worked out it's going to be about 250 to get all the components like the metal detector, the pinpointer, the knee pads, the spade, and maybe like a little waste bag to put any interesting articles I might find. So that's the next little hobby. I know people say, well, what's that to do with the paranormal? Because like, as I said the other night, you don't know what you might dig up, and it might have an attachment to it, like with the Haunted Collector episode with the bullet, where someone dug a bullet up and took it in their house, and they had nothing but activity, and it was an actual Civil War bullet, and they tried burying it, hoping the activity would stop, but it didn't. They called in the Haunted Collector. They came down with a remote detector. They actually found the bullet, took it away, and all activity stopped. And what he done was really put in like one of these little glass sealment things to bind the spiritual energy in, I suppose. If anyone's got anything they want to send me, like a haunted item, or you think there's an item that may be haunted, I'll be willing to take that off you as well. I can't pay anything for it, so if you're going to send it, you'll have to pay the postage as well, because my financial issues are real down at the moment. That's why hopefully I can try to save up for the metal detector through donations. Yeah. Not sure when I'm streaming next. I did try to get Simon to come on tonight, but he didn't answer. So maybe Tuesday I'll try to get him on and we'll do another little topic session. And if Rose wants to come on one night, she'll have to let me know so I can invite her. But I don't think she's doing many live streams at the moment. So take it easy, guys. Good night. God bless. And I will see you probably Tuesday.
if I do a video outside Monday, walking around, you know, if I do a ghost box or anything, I'll upload it when I get home. So I'll catch you later. Good night. God bless. Bye.